Hello everybody, welcome to the Driven Dave YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me today. As you can see over my shoulder here, we've got the all-new Ford F-150, or the F-Series, whatever you want to call it. This is, according to Car and Driver, the #1 selling truck in America. So we're going to take a closer look at it today and see why so many people like it. So let's get into it. All right, so as I mentioned, today we are looking at this beautiful Ford F-150. This is a 2025 model. This is the LOBO edition. And this one, I like this one. It's got a 5-liter V8, which is going to give you quite a bit of horsepower. And surprisingly, it's going to give you 16 city and 24 highway, which is like pretty impressive for a V8. Gotta love the Coyote. But let's hop in. I apologize for all the noise in the background, but thank you for bearing with it. So let's take a look at the interior, and then we'll take a walk around the outside and kind of take a look at some other things. So first thing that kind of surprised me here, I guess in this LOBO trim, as you can see, it's got these cloth seats. It's got some nice yellow stitching. It feels durable, but kind of cheap if I'm honest. But the cushion is very comfortable. It's compliant and supportive at the same time, and kind of soft. So I could see myself sitting in here no problem. I am a taller driver, and as you can see, plenty of leg room. I didn't even adjust the seat. It's just it's just right. So I'm happy with that. I'm very comfortable and I'm happy. Good ergonomics overall. The thing that I like to test, again, being a taller driver, is like, does this make my shoulder raise up, or does it sit pretty comfortably? I have to say, I'm pretty comfortable. Like, I'm ready to do a road trip. You just can't beat a full-size truck for a long drive. They just ride so nice, and these new ones are so quiet. I wish this window could close so I could show you just how quiet this cabin is, but it does seem like a very nice place to be. Let's see if I open this door. There we go. We can get this display to light up a little bit. It's a nice Ford display. We got a nice little illustration here of the truck, and looking very sharp indeed. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to mess around with any of the display or menus, but at least you get an idea for what it looks like. You've got some basic AC controls, actual physical buttons, which is nice. I can't tell if it's dual zone climate control, obviously, because we can't get into any of the menus. I'm not sure that it is, but that's okay. Over here, we've got our drive mode selector, and I'm trying to speak a little louder to talk over the annoying Toyota people over there. I'm at an auto show, so, hey, deal with it. But here you've got your drive mode selectors. Looks like you've got a USB-A and a USB-C. Plus, we've got some storage here for your phone, some cup holders. We've got a nice little cubby there. And I like to joke, all you pickup truck guys, you can put your skull there. I apologize. No, I don't. It's all good. And then we've got an old 12-volt style power outlet. And then look at that, dude. That is sweet. Little three-prong 120-volt outlet there. That is super nice. I apologize for the low lighting. It's just kind of all I can do. Check that out. This would sure be nice. I could edit some videos, do some work. Very nice thing there. Put more skull right there. Now let's open this up. Man, storage is the name of the game in the F-150. Look at that, man. I can't quite light that up enough for you. I'm going to try, but yeah. But it's huge. I mean, it's fitting like half of my arm in there. You could fit easily a 12-pack of Sprite in there. No problem. Or whatever pickup truck drivers drink. So this door handle I wanted to mention is kind of interesting. You kind of squeeze it like that to get out, which, by my experience with Fords of the past, I'm not sure just how great that's going to hold up over time. You've got some lighting controls down here, and you've got also some steering controls here, cruise control. Hard to really see what that is, but yeah, if I had power to the truck, I could tell you. And some phone controls and menu controls there, so it's nice. Again, plastic steering wheel. This is not going to be leather. But I'll tell you one nice surprise. Look at this. Hello, old friend. Little column shifter there. I like that very much. That's good on you, Ford. We didn't need all of these little thingies and push buttons. That was stupid. By the way, did I tell you just how much I love it when people open a car while I'm filming? But yeah, so this is real nice. This feels good. I just want to like put it into gear. Looks like you can manual shift from there if you want to, but you know, that's also kind of silly. Let's take a look in the back seat. I think that's, oh, by the way, look at these enormous little cubbies you've got in the door cards. So according to Car and Driver, I believe they've sold like something like over 400,000 units of the F-Series trucks, which is pretty incredible. I mean, and that beats like the next closest competitor, the Chevy Silverado, by I think over 100,000. So that is pretty significant. Also, if we pull this here, look at that. That gives you a whole lot of extra storage. Got a little door card, or sorry, a little pocket there in the back of the seat. Looks like you've got a little, look at that. Another 3-prong outlet, 120 volt outlet there, and 2 USB-Cs. So that's going to come in handy. You could charge up your drill, or, you know, if you've got one of those cool DeWalt toolkits, you know, charge that stuff up. If you're on a job site, which I'm sure is the intention. And then we're gonna go ahead and pull this seat back down. Look at that. That is really cool. I was kind of thinking maybe this slides forward, but I guess not. It looks like just this goes up, but it's super easy. I did it with one hand, which, while filming, all of this stuff is more difficult. So the fact that it was that easy. The other thing that is notable, well, it's pretty comfortable. Like, and I'll show you just how much like headroom I've got. I mean, I can't see myself on the screen right now, but there's plenty of room here. The padding in the seat, although it is a little bit thin, especially like for my shoulders, it's still fairly comfortable. And look at this, like I've got plenty of leg room sitting behind myself, and I had plenty of leg room in the front. Looks like we've got a couple of center air vents, which is nice, especially if you've got your dogs in the back here and whatnot. It would be nice if there was something that came out here, but that might be available in a higher trim. And then got some of these LED lights, which I'm not a huge fan of, if I'm honest. I just feel like the light that it puts out is like bright, yet you can't really see anything. I kind of miss the old incandescent bulbs, but that's just me. I'm grumpy, so don't mind me. Again, in the door pocket, you've got quite a lot of storage, cup holder, you know, more places to put skull. I'm sorry, I can't help it. It's my thing, and it's my channel, so I'm gonna make my joke. So this is not like a slow open tailgate. Again, I'm sure in a higher option truck, you'll get that. And over here, you've got another 120 volt 3-prong outlet, which is very nice indeed. And you know, this looks to be a shorter bed option. I guess this is like a 6-foot bed. So, you know, you're not gonna put anything too big back here, but you know, it'll get the job done. There's certainly a ton of room in front of the bed. I mean, and that's always kind of funny to me. You know, with a lot of these pickup trucks, I know tons of them never see work use. So if you're just like doing family stuff, this is gonna be great, you know, but it's like if you actually need it to work as a pickup truck, like some more bed would be nice, you know. It's like you usually see like one dude driving and like, you know, the bed is full of building materials. But let's take a look at the shoes on this bad boy. So it looks like we're rocking some Bridgestones here. And I forgot the size. My apologies. This is going to be a 275/50 R22. So really big. So, you know, save up when you're going to need those tires. I have a feeling they're going to cost you a pretty penny. But what is nice, even though it is a very large rim, it's a pretty sizable sidewall. So I would say that like the ride quality in this truck would be pretty good thanks to that. Go ahead. Thanks to that big sidewall. Looks like some color matched bumpers. I don't really see any chrome on this one. And look at that, you got the dual exhaust there. I like that a lot. Again, #1 selling truck in America, and I mean actually on a list of the top 25 selling vehicles in the United States, according to Car and Driver, and it's a pickup truck. So yeah, I mean, so I just figured, you know, we need to hail to the chief here. I mean, this seems to be the rig that people want. So I just thought, like, well, I got to show you, my viewers, this truck. And so do me a favor, you know, even if you didn't enjoy this video, if you could still subscribe and like, that would sure mean a lot to me. I'm trying to build this channel brick by brick, and so I appreciate every single one of you that helps by supporting the channel. And it doesn't cost you anything, and it just makes me so very happy. So please hit that subscribe button. And I'm just going to walk around this a little bit more. As you can see, it's getting quite a bit of attention. I thought it was going to have more attention considering they've sold so many of these. But there are all kinds of neat little Easter eggs. You got the little Ford built into the taillight there. You got that kind of ghostly F-150 stamped into the bed there. Looks like your trailer connection right there, real easy to get to. There you've got a plug to nowhere and obviously a hitch receptacle. But you know, for me, I just love that symmetrical look of the dual exhaust. That is just so slick. And I think in this all black with just like a little hint of white here and there, I think it's a really slick looking truck. And see, you know, arm out the window, that is how you want to be cruising in one of these trucks. And, you know, I'm from Texas originally, so this is speaking my language all day. All right, everybody. Well, hey, thanks so much for checking this out. Like I said, help me out and hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment. My friends, thank you again for watching. I will see you very soon in the next one. Stay driven.